Alright, fitness lovers, we're back here again with another busy workout. Little tutorial today about triceps. A very common exercise you will see in the gym is the tricep kickback, and you'll see a lot of people doing this using a dumbbell, which is absolutely fine. But what I feel is a more superior way to do this exercise is using a cable setup with a rope attachment. So this is a cable rope tricep kickback. The reason the rope is superior to the dumbbell is because of gravity. This is physics. When you're using the dumbbell, when you're in this position right here that you can see here, you would have no tension on the tricep at all when your arm is parallel to the force of gravity, which is obviously downwards. There is no tension on your tricep at all. But in this situation, the tension is coming from the rope, which is still perpendicular to your forearm. So I don't want to get too heavy with all the physics involved, but essentially this is a much better way to feel the tension on the muscle when you're doing this exercise. So I definitely recommend using a rope instead of a dumbbell when you're doing this. And essentially what you're trying to do, if I could just play along, what you're going to do is have your back parallel to the ground, about flat to the ground, and you want your upper arm to be nice and tight with your torso. The reason for this is to protect your shoulder joint, because the shoulder joint is a very vulnerable joint. It's very easy to hurt your shoulder. You don't want to injure your shoulder. It's one of the worst things you can do. You don't want to injure anything, but especially your shoulder. So a way you can protect your shoulder and keep it safe during this exercise is to keep your upper arm nice and tight with your torso. If your upper arm is really far out from your body, it's a very vulnerable position for your shoulder. It's very easily injured. If it's nice and tight with your torso, then it's very unlikely you're going to hurt yourself. This is a safe exercise. I don't mean to scare you, but just generally in the gym, you always want to do things as safely as possible. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind when you're doing this. And what you're trying to do basically is just extend your arm. You want to keep your upper arm as steady, as still as possible. This shouldn't really move much, this part of your arm. Only the bottom arm, the forearm, should be moving, the bottom part of your arm. So that's going, extending and coming back in, extending, coming back in. And the basic premise of this exercise is what you're trying to do is, let me show you here. So what you're trying to do is contract all of this part of your arm, the back of your arm. Back of your arm is called your triceps. It makes up a large portion of your arm. So if you want bigger looking arms, then you need to work on your triceps. It's not all about bicep curls all the time. So you're trying to build up this part of your arm. You want to contract your tricep. Tricep made up of different parts. You got one part here, one part here. There's one more part as well, 3 parts to it. That's why it's called triceps. So yeah, that's what you're trying to use. So if you're doing this correctly, you feel this feeling really nice and tight, and get really nice squeeze, nice pump over there. And what you want to do is start off with your arm and forearm at 90 degrees, so you've got this nice little right angle here. You can get a little bit further. When I do it, I probably go a little bit further. I probably end up going like that instead of 90 degrees, but you don't really need to. There's not much tension beyond 90 degrees, so your triceps aren't actually doing that much if you go a bit forward. So this is one exercise where a complete maximum range of motion does not make a difference. So in fact, there's a lot of exercises out there where you're better off and it's a lot safer to not use a full range of motion. This is one of them. There's no need to go any more forward, so just keep it at 90 and you'll be absolutely fine. One thing you can do, if you can do, is have your elbow even, so your upper arm. Right now mine is pretty much parallel. If you wanted to, you can even go slightly behind your torso, so slightly back, slightly higher up, because that is actually one of the functions of the tricep. But if you can't get there, don't worry, just keep it parallel like I have here. That's absolutely fine. If we keep rolling, it'll just show you from another angle. Here we go. So nice and controlled reps, squeeze at top and get that full range of motion and contraction not necessarily on a stretch in this one. But yeah, just from another angle, here you can see me doing my right arm now. Obviously, want to start off light. Don't just jump into some heavy weight straight away, because you don't want to also mess up your elbow. So get some nice blood flowing first. Use some light weights. Use even no weight at first if you want to, and then build it up slowly. Go for high reps here. 10-15 reps is good range for this. It's not a compound movement, it's an isolation exercise, so it's all about getting some nice reps in. And yeah, let's just run through this. One thing I would do on reflection, now that I've seen this video, is in this side I was really hunchbacked. It's really not good posture here at all. Try and keep your chest out, back straight, and that'll be a lot better. So that's the one good thing about recording yourself when you're working out. You can see what you're doing, and you can see where you can improve a lot easier than looking in the mirror while you're exercising. It's not ideal. If you do this, it's a bit better. So yeah guys, give this one a go. It's the cable tricep kickbacks with the rope extension. It would be a real nice addition to your arm workout. You'll feel a beautiful pump in your tricep. You'll feel really tight afterwards in the back of your arm. And as we said, triceps make up a huge part of your arm, so you'll look real good if you keep doing this. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.